Welcome back to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Chronicles, episode 3.
3?
We've got the most enjoyable episode, you guys think, correct?
That is correct.
Easily. By far.
Okay. I did not like this one as much as episode 2, but it was good. It was up there with it.
How come?
Sometimes I feel like in shows like this, they do like so much in the span of like this was what, like 40 minutes probably.
Yeah, probably something like that.
And it's like, it feels like they just shoehorn in like so much stuff.
Yeah.
That it doesn't get me fully invested in like what is actually happening. And I felt like that kind of happened in this. Like so much went down in this episode.
Okay, that's fair. Sean, what is it that you thought was you I think you used capital letters when you texted us. Much better.
Yeah, I find like it's this. I don't know if this is something that's going to carry on, but this was the first time it felt like it actually had a personality, the whole show in general. Whereas the other two just felt kind of like what you would look at a Marvel movie as, but like before there was that, before there was personality to the universe, you know what I mean? Before there was Guardians of the Galaxy, before there was like Thor Ragnarok, there was like, there was good movies, but there was not like that, charm that really was good in the last few movies. Also, like Doctor Strange had that, like very mind-bending type stuff, and this one, it just felt like every character, every like the new characters. Zemo obviously was like, I didn't even think he was that cool in Civil War, but he had a way better personality
he was such
in
a
this
dork in Civil War.
Yeah.
He was such a dork.
It seemed like he got more dialogue in this one episode of the show than he did in all of Civil War.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's sick to like see him like toss his money around and shit like that, and
He's like dancing in the club.
Yeah, that reminded
He's
me
he's a goofy guy.
With his fucking hair like that and him like dancing. Immediately I'm just like, yep, that is Spider-Man 3, dorky, cool Peter Parker. It's exactly what I thought of.
Now, you know what he reminds me of, and it is the character he played in Glorious Bastards. Because that before he was like very aggressive to the girl, he was like kind of like, I don't know. He's charismatic because he was an actor, and but then how bad of a person he is. So like with this, it's like the same thing. He feels like I didn't get in Civil War that because Daniel Bruhl is not a bad actor, and I don't think they utilized him well in Civil War, and I feel like they utilized him at least in this episode very well.
Well,
and also Sharon Carter came in, and she had same thing. She had she was just a secret agent. She was nothing.
Absolute dick move by the American government not pardoning her. What the fuck is going on there? How did they miss that?
Did she just not miss the application deadline or something like that? Why did she not get pardoned?
I don't know. Did she not try it?
Because she's not an Avenger, so they didn't really give a shit.
Yeah, but don't you think she could have figured that out, like one way or another? Been like, this is a grave miscarriage of justice. The fact that I'm like, get it trending on Twitter. Like hashtag free Sharon or something.
Well, yeah. She's definitely got more to the story than like what we're getting. I don't know if she's working with the Flag Smashers. She could also, like, very unlikely, but she could be the power broker. I think she's working with the Flag Smashers, if I was to guess. And that's why, because she's working with the Flag Smashers, and she's the one that helped them get the vaccines out of what's the city called? It's a fake city.
Madripoor. Or Madripoor. I have it written down here. Madripoor, yeah.
Madripoor, yeah.
Madripoor.
And then that's another thing. The city, just like everything else was like so just like colors toned down and everything in the other episodes, just like straight flat coloring, nothing,
Well, didn't you say, Sean, this one was directed by, or maybe it was written by the director of John Wick?
Yeah, and so that's
it
what I was saying.
It kind of had that vibe to it as well. Like it looked like all like neon and
neo noir, like undercover kind of stuff. yeah, I just loved everything felt more, fun, I guess, in general.
Some good action too in the storage container.
There's such an iconic move that I loved is Bucky with the hand over the when he puts the hand on the barrel of the gun and just absorbs the bullet. Oh, such an electric move.
When Iron Man did that to Bucky actually in Civil War.
Oh yeah,
with his Iron Man thing.
I love the Bucky arm stuff, man. I love when he uses that
stuff.
thing.
I felt that, again, the same thing I'm saying is like I felt that Bucky wasn't really going. He wasn't going as hard as he could because he wanted to, show restraint and everything.
Yeah, clearly.
But because he had to show that he was pretending to be the Winter Soldier again. He was like, yeah, go, do your thing.
Yeah, he flipped that switch pretty easily.
Pretty fast.
And it was
pretty fast, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all of his aggressions from like having to go to therapy and fucking dealing with Sam just finally gets to unleash all of it.
The dream.
Yeah.
I have a question. Maybe it's not really relevant to this episode, but does he remember stuff while he's the Winter Soldier? Like clearly he does, but like.
Yeah, it seems like
dreams.
Well, it seems like he gets them in sort of like flashbacks and like stuff like that.
Because that would be weird. Like he didn't have control over himself, and he's like all brainwashed, but he has the memories of it. Like that doesn't seem.
It seems like maybe something that's coming to him in like bits and pieces.
Yeah, okay.
It's like when you black out when you're drunk, and then over the next week you slowly begin to remember all of the horrible things that you've done. It's actually exactly the same.
It sounds exactly like what it is.
When he woke up from the nightmares of killing that guy's son, I'm like, dude, I've been there.
You just got to maintain that you don't remember what happened so that people don't look down on you as much.
Yeah.
We can coach him.
Yeah. And like, so we also got, a bit of John Walker, who seems very distraught, very flabbergasted at just because he's not doing what he wants to do. He wants to, be the hero and
be the guy.
Well, he really wants to find that super soldier serum.
That's what I'm thinking. Is
I'm
like
guessing
he's
not
definitely...
to return to the rightful owner or to hand over to the American government.
Yeah,
he
so he can
wants
shoot
that
it
for
into his
himself.
ass.
I don't know if it has to be.
Yeah,
that's where football
anally,
players
but
put it, though, right?
Maybe
into like their ass cheek, not into their asshole.
Not into their asshole. Okay.
Unless it's like a different type of syringe.
Yeah, get it into the bloodstream. That's
like
probably
a beer bong
way.
syringe, and they throw it into your asshole like that.
Yeah, it's like he's ass funneling a beer.
Yeah.
What's his buddy's name?
Battlestar.
Battlestar. Yeah, he just comes into the room and he's just has his ass in the air. He's like, "Hey, I'm ready for the syringe." It's like, "No, dude, that's not. You just like put it in your arm."
I stretched myself out for you.
Okay, sorry, Sean.
Good.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Yeah, that's definitely like what it seems to be leaning towards is him kind of just losing it, and because he, maybe a little too cocky, I guess, thought he was, biggest man on campus, and then once he kind of went up against real like, not just like soldiers and not just like a soldier, like he came up on real.
Yeah.
Superheroes. He's like,
and just got his lunch fed to him. Like, didn't he say something like, "Oh, big mistake," and then just got clobbered?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fire.
And then this when he freaked out on the person. He's like, "Do you know who I am?
Tony Stark! Make this in a cave!"
Nice.
It seems to be that this serum, obviously, because in the serum, like the original serum, it would be, they take it, and they would be massive, strong individuals. Captain America, Bucky, they'd be ripped.
Yeah.
But then now the doctor said like he kind of like tuned it and perfected it, and now you see these people just like a girl who's like our age, and she just looks like a regular woman. And
I don't know. I think I would want to look like Chris Evans if I took it.
Dude, that's what
No,
I'm
I'm not
saying.
disagreeing
Like,
with that.
how he said that it was optimized. He optimized it because it doesn't make you super hot.
Yeah, why don't you?
That's
it may
not-
be
Why don't you just make me look like Chris Evans, and you can put anything in my arm.
Or in my
How-
ass. However, the best
how
way to
it-
get it in there.
If you have to put Chris Evans in my ass, I'm fine with that too.
Preferably, yeah.
I think it could be optimized in like how it reacts to certain people, because in the Red Skull it reacted like he wanted to be like this world ruler and stuff. He wanted to be in control,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it kind of turned
I
on
think they
him.
said that in the episode actually.
Whereas Chris Evans is like, you know, he had the most heart of any, like you would assume of any person on Earth. He had the most like heart and, you know, just
Well, new Captain
willpower.
America jumped on 4 times as many grenades as
Yeah, but that's the thing is
Steve
like
Rogers. So
it could end up for John Walker that it's like a negative effect. It turns him into a villain basically, because he turns himself, like he's so hell bent on getting something because he thinks he's
So you
not
think
good
he's gonna
enough and
get
stuff like that.
You think he's gonna get Super Serum version 1 then, like the one that fucked over Red Skull, or
I
it
think he's
might not
gonna get
make
it,
him
and-
mad, but if he already has, you know, like ill intentions, because he already kind of
Yeah.
seems like he's on the brink of cracking.
Yeah.
So who knows
what I
how
mean.
it could just.
Yeah, I think
He might go on like
there's-
a power trip.
there's
That'd
like
be cool.
a way of taking this drug that can turn you into a bad person, I think.
Okay, so the head writer was doing an interview with, I think it was with Rotten Tomatoes actually, and he said that
Episode 5?
episode 5,
Yeah.
hands down, in terms of which episode, I think he was asked like, what is his favorite or something, and he said hands down 5, it gets real, and 5, you're going to cry. And then he had another quote about like different superhero matchups that he would like to see. And he said, there are characters in our series who I would love to see partnered with, like, it's a very, very grounded character, partnered with one of the big world shakers like Thor or something like that. That personality is so strong.
Yeah,
so,
see, like obviously I know everybody's gonna say Black Panther, but is Black Panther a grounded character? You know what I mean? That's what I was like when he said that. Like, but also and the same thing, it's like maybe he's grounded because he is still human, and he's not like a god.
yeah.
And because they said you're gonna cry, so it's like, yeah, that would be. I mean,
I would cry, literally. If Chadwick Boseman shows up in this, I would literally cry.
You would.
I would.
That'd be cool.
in terms of grounded, like I can't really think like any other character that would make me cry. Like why would Martin Freeman make me cry, you know? or like John Favreau.
John Fat, maybe, but why would he make me cry?
Exactly. Unless he
I don't-
dies.
God, I hope he doesn't.
Maybe it's a human grounded character and they die.
Yeah, well, what does he mean by this? Like, will it make you cry because it's Chadwick Boseman and he is dead in real life, so it'll make you cry? Or will it make you cry because something happens in the movie or in the show that is really sad and makes you cry?
Yeah.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
like the way that when Iron Man died, everybody cried.
What in this series, I feel like I don't care enough about anybody, and they're not going to kill off a major person either, so it's like, what is going to happen?
If they just kill Falcon in the 5th episode. Maybe it's like what I was saying at the very beginning, Isaiah Bradley. Maybe it's like flashbacks. The flashbacks. They show the flashbacks, and it's like just really depressing.
They said in this that the scientist, Dr. Nagel, I believe was his name, they got more samples, or he had some sort of quote that was like that, and immediately I was like, okay, Isaiah Bradley, so that's gonna kind of tie them together.
that's who he was talking about.
Yeah.
Where would Black Panther fit in to this though? Like I don't.
Well,
Dude, we
because
just saw Ao at the very end, brother.
his
Oh,
dad. They killed his dad.
Yeah,
Zemo killed his
Zemo
dad.
killed his dad. Yeah.
So that could make sense. I don't know about the time frame of when Chadwick was. I know
Kind-
they could have. They
It
could
could
have.
have kind of morbid, but he was very much alive when
But-
they did all of the shooting for this.
Disney's pretty good at keeping secrets too. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I'd say it's probably that or what I was thinking of Isaiah Bradley showing flashbacks, which would also be pretty depressing to watch.
One final thing before we rate it. When Sam and Bucky are kind of having like talking more about Sam and him giving up the shield and all that shit. Do you guys pick up on when he said maybe I should have destroyed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? First of all, you couldn't. How are you
Yeah.
going to destroy it? It's literally it's indestructible.
That's
Second
what
of
I
all,
thought when
why?
he said
Why
that.
do you hate this thing so much? What it sounds like he literally hates it and hates Steve Rogers.
But how would he go about destroying it?
Well, that was just him being maybe a little overconfident in his abilities.
I think he just shoots it a
Shoots
bunch
some
and
Uzis at it.
old man Steve gives him the shield at the end of Endgame. He's like, "Oh, thanks, man." Takes it, and just hucks it into the ocean in front of him.
Yeah, I haven't liked his response. Maybe if you framed it more as he is, scared of
The
what
responsibilities?
No, not the responsibility. The response of the world.
To
He
a
was
black
scared.
Captain America.
Exactly. I
Okay,
think that would have been way better.
Yeah.
Maybe
They could still do that, and he just didn't want to say that yet.
But right now, all he said is, I don't deserve it. And it's like, well, you didn't have to give it away.
Yeah,
So.
and Bucky when he's saying all this, Bucky's like, "Dude, you could have given it to me. I would keep it."
Yeah, he would have loved it.
All right, we can rate this now.
All right. What do we do again? Stars? Shields. What did I rate the last one?
Doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter.
Yeah, but I just want to hold like the hierarchy, and I did like this one better. 8 shields out of 10.
Okay.
Because I hope that there's it's up from here. So I wanna leave room for that. But it was I enjoyed it quite a lot.
I will give it 7.5 shields because I liked it, but not as much as the last one, I don't think. But maybe I did. Now that we've talked about it, I think maybe it was. Yeah, I think I did like it more. But that's my score, and I'm sticking to it, I guess.
Okay.
I like that point Sammy made about I guess like it's you want it to be up from here, and that's what I'm hoping. I think though I just can't really put it more like I can't like decrease my score just because I want it to more. I want more, I guess, because I do want more, but I just as a stationary episode, one episode, I do like it a lot, so I give it like a 9.1.
A 9.1. You liked it that much, eh?
Yeah, I thought it was way more. I don't know. I loved it. I thought it had.
Yeah, sure.
After 3 episodes, how do you guys like it better than WandaVision so far, or?
No.
Yeah, neither
I
do
think I do.
Although after
Not so far.
3 episodes of WandaVision, yeah, I do like it better.
I don't. I like the Bucky arm stuff. I would
so
have liked.
far,
I would have liked to see more Bucky arm stuff in WandaVision, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have made it better.
Okay.
Take us home.
Cool. Thank you for watching this episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier Chronicles. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you really loved it, then make sure you subscribe. That is it for us. We will see you in the next episode.
And Sean, our sponsors.
Tesla Motors, thank you.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yes.
Amazon wanted to, but we said no.
Conflict of interest.
And
And Gary Trent Jr. of the Toronto Raptors.
good job, Gary.